Hey everybody, it's Annette. I wanted to come to you tonight and just talk about some things. Started off not really on the best mental headspace this morning. Uh, I hate to report that the pain in my knee that I started feeling after the accident has now escalated to pre-PRP injections. Left knee is still doing great. And I'm struggling with a lot of emotions because there's if I hadn't been in the accident, how much pain would I not be feeling? I struggled going down the stairs today. It felt like a knife every time I hit a step. I have on my compression right now on the right knee. Told my chiropractor about it. It's obvious that I cannot, with my history of the knee problems, even though I had success with PRP, and I do highly recommend you try that this is not something that would hold water in court. It's not even worth pursuing. So I am working right now on dealing with something I didn't ask for, something that's not in my control. And this is the card that I was dealt. I heard something this morning I really needed to hear. I like listening to the Grace for Purpose prayers every morning to start off my day on a positive note before all the pollution and all the toxicity starts coming in through wherever it comes in from, because it's everywhere. It's hard to go anywhere. You have to intentionally avoid certain channels and sites and stuff like that and find some positivity, or it can really bring you down. But Grace for Purpose prayers, one kind of popped out at me and I clicked on it, and it's called Be Still and Stay Strong in the Lord. And waking up this morning and overall not feeling good about any of the situation, and just I was at a low moment. Hearing that, what the man discussed, it was a man narrating it first and then a woman narrating, was that sometimes you're navigating life happy as can be. You got a day that's going just great, and then all of a sudden something happens out of your control and all hell breaks loose. And I was thinking about that, how that really related to that day. Everything was business as usual, great timing, paid off car, and then all hell broke loose. I had a totaled car and a banged up body, and because of my past history with knees, I'm just not even considering that as an option to pursue. So the left knee is doing well. The right knee, I have got to work on a plan for that, because I don't know what else I can do. I don't know if I want to repeat a PRP at this point, because there was a lot of work that I put into that. And I'm happy with the success that I got and that I had experienced with both knees for a while. But what I want to do is, I went ahead, we're in open enrollment. I had set my FSA at a certain amount because I had upped it last year to cover the PRP, because that's all out of pocket. And I had gone back to like a lower amount. Well, we're still in the process of open enrollment. I was able to go back because I don't know the future or what I'm going to have to do with this right knee. I went ahead and upped it back up to what I had it last year. So it'll be a nice little chunk coming out every 2 weeks out of the paycheck. But it's going to cover what we eventually know is going to have to happen, and that's going to be more x-rays and more MRIs to see what exactly happened to that knee when I took a side hit and how it damaged something that was already volatile. But I mean, it had been healing. I was so pleased with it. So that's part of my plan. I went ahead and did that, and I'm looking at it as a to-do list, a business to-do list, and this is the business of getting my knee back to where I want it to get. And I'm looking up North Carolina surgeons who are focused on returning people to active lifestyles. And I found several of them. I have sent that to my email to print later. And I'm just going to start doing my homework. Right now, this is only research. I have not thrown in the towel, but I'm facing reality. And it's a difficult thing to come to when I really thought I had dodged that bullet. So I'm not my normal, whatever, happier self that you guys normally see, but I feel comfortable talking to you in this space and to hopefully not wish anything bad on anybody, but to know that this probably resonates with other people in some way or another, where you are having a perfectly fine day and something bad happens. And we're not guaranteed moments without things we cannot control. So I am empowering myself to do the research, to have the funds. I do have a nice bit of time that I've saved up on sick hours, because if it goes to any kind of surgery whatsoever, there is going to be some downtime. I would like that downtime to be as minimal as possible. Realistic, but minimal. I don't want to be flat on my back for, gosh, I can't even think about it, weeks on end. I know the normal time, it says 4 weeks. I've known some women who've had some knee replacements and they have been able to become mobile within a couple weeks. I don't know if it's different. Well, it's probably different conditions, different surgeons, different methods of treatment. But I specifically want, and I'm in North Carolina, I'm willing to travel within a certain distance of North Carolina. So I have cast my proverbial net out and am researching hopefully what will be 2 hours from my home or less. I think it would be worth the drive. That's why I was driving an hour to go to this last doctor. The reason I don't really want to go back to this doctor is because he was good. He was the one who taught me and told me about PRP, and I will definitely give credit where credit is due, and I'm not going to name him. He's got great reviews, and for that, I'm pleased that, he opened my knowledge base to another form of healing that has been successful on my left knee. The part that I struggle with the encounters that I had with this doctor was that he didn't seem to be as compassionate and understanding as what I was used to in my former doctor, because my former doctor, before he retired, he knew how active I was and what I wanted out of life, and how total knee replacement, your standard total knee replacement or traditional archaic, would impact my life. I'm okay if I can't run, but I want to continue to walk and speed walk. I want to continue to do yoga. I want to continue to do the ellipticals. And my former doctor had that compassion. This one was pretty much like, well, your poop out of luck. It's not that he said it that way. It was kind of like the impression that I got, this sucks. Yeah, of course it sucks. That's why I'm here to see you. The other thing that didn't sit well with me, because I had really worked on getting my blood strengthened and following other doctors' procedures on returning and healing and getting the best benefits from the PRP. And I think I did excellent on that. But when you have a doctor who is sticking the second needle in your second knee after the first one's been done, and while the needle is in your knee, the most painful place on your body, and then as you're being injected, he says, I don't think this is going to work. What the heck? I don't, that's not what you tell people. If you don't think it's going to work, keep it to yourself. Don't tell the patient that, because I worked hard and it was working. And the left knee is still doing well. I had bilateral PRP. The left knee is still doing well. It's not until that side impact that I started feeling pain for the first time again, post PRP procedure in my right knee. So those were my personal things with this doctor. Other people have had really, really good experiences around the board, overall with him. But I I know what I need, I know what I want, and I want somebody who will support me and empower me, and yes, be honest with me, but pick the best method of care for me, for my needs. I'm not somebody who sits around all the time watching TV. Well, I do work in administrative capacity. I do get up a lot. I am perpetual movement. So I prayed and told God that this was way bigger than me and more than I could handle on my own. And I did ask for him to put the right person in my path and to lead me to the right person. And I do believe that's going to happen. So with the funds, the research, and the time that I've saved up to be off, we'll just see how this goes. And I'll keep you updated on this. When I very first started this channel, I think it was August of 2025, it was before I got my PRP, because I was getting ready to go down that path, and I hadn't seen anybody else who had documented that up to that point, other than other physicians, and thank God for them, because if I had not looked at other and listened to other YouTube videos of some of these doctors who gave detailed post-care instructions, I really don't think I would have had the success that I had, because many, many doctors, unfortunately, are not telling people how to ease back into it, how to have the most effective PRP. And I have concerns about that and disappointment in that, frankly. But I believe the right one will come. I know what I have ahead of me, and this is what it is. So it's money, time, and the right fit. And the right fit, God willing, to lead to success on fixing whatever is wrong now, because again, I don't know what got moved around when I got hit. The chiropractor was explaining to me how the knee is built and why a side hit would have caused this problem to resurface already. So I will just keep you updated, but I want to thank y'all for listening to me. Sometimes it's just good to sit here and talk about it because it can be overwhelming and it can be discouraging because I really work hard on being active and maintaining my health. And then, like it said in the Grace for Purpose prayer this morning, sometimes something happens and all hell breaks loose. So we're going to see what we can do about it. Love y'all. Take care.